Good Friday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Danielle Noyes here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network with your Noyes Notes. Breezy northwest wind today. We're talking about gusts that are going to exceed 30 miles per hour in spots. Fire danger does remain elevated. Some isolated pockets of damage may result later on today. Full moon this evening, a supermoon at that. The Beaver Moon, we had a post about it a few days ago. That also will result in astronomical high tides that may result in some splashover or even some minor coastal flooding for the high tide cycle today and again tomorrow, particularly on Cape Cod. So those at the coastline, just be aware of that. Mostly dry pattern persists. And I say mostly dry because we do have a storm backing up towards us today that will bring some showers for some of us, but not most of us. Clear sky out there, or at least a good amount of sunshine. Clouds coming in from the west and east today will dim that sunshine a bit. It'll be in the teens to start in terms of what it's going to feel like, and then the 40s to lower 50s later on. So not quite as chilly as the last couple of days, but with that wind factored in, there'll be a kind of a brisk feel out there. Notice some of the clouds, high thin ones in place, will tend to kind of filter the sun and break apart a little bit. The showers expanding across far northern and eastern Maine won't make it that far. There were some signs earlier this week. Maybe we could get some of that moisture in here, but they tend to fall apart across Maine here over the course of late morning and midday. We do get some clouds that back up into New England, and in eastern areas will linger into tomorrow morning with overcast skies, sunshine through the interior. So it's kind of a variable cloud stretch for today and tomorrow, depending on where you are. High temperatures running in the low to mid 50s today, some upper 40s with elevation in the farther north you head. So pretty seasonable here for November. Lower 50s, but keep in mind with that wind, it's going to feel cooler. 40 to 45 in northern New England with some scattered rain showers across central and eastern Maine, maybe mixed with some wet snowflakes at times. In the crown of Maine, where temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s, but no big impact. There may be a couple slick spots that result. All right, predicted wind gusts. Notice through the morning, 10 to 20 miles per hour, though we may see some gusts over 40 in far central and eastern Maine. Through the afternoon, we're still gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour, but there are some yellows that show up here during the evening. With that ring cranking out of the northwest, we may see some gusts that go 30 to 40 miles per hour in spots in some of the hills and with elevation. So it'll be howling out there this evening and continue to be strong overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, still gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour in a lot of spots out of the northwest. I do think that wind will ease slowly for the second half of the weekend, particularly by the second half of Sunday. In the meantime, temperatures tonight do drop back into the 30s in many areas to around 40 with lingering clouds in eastern New England and an isolated shower, particularly across Maine, mainly clear and colder in the mid to upper 20s in the coldest spots of western New England. Meantime, I want to give a special shout out to the King Philip Middle School. Take a look. And those are the awesome seventh graders, over 300 of them from King Philip Middle School down in Norfolk. Special shout out to Dr. Hall for reaching out and organizing the enrichment program. Our future is brighter because of these kiddos. We talked all about conduction, convection, radiation, climate change, severe weather. Thank you for having me out. And if you'd like a visit for your kiddos or your teacher, reach out. Contact at 1degreeoutside.com. All of our weather information also on our website. And of course, our free app on the App Store and Google Play. We'll see you with more weather later on.